Kontaktem Wiedźmina w Velen był nilfgaardzki agent o imieniu Hendrik, który przebywał incognito gdzieś w owej spustoszonej wojną krainie. Jego głównym zadaniem było zbieranie informacji o Ciri. Geralt nie zdołał jednak dotrzeć do Hendrika. Wyprzedził go dziki gon. Na miejscu Wiedźmin znalazł tylko trupa agenta. Szczęśliwie upiorni jeźdźcy nie dotarli do jego notatek. Z ich lektury Wiedźmin dowiedział się, że Ciri gościła u lokalnego możnowładcy, barona, i zadarła z jakąś wiedźmą.
Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, I remember I picked up a book last time and didn't read it, so let's get to it before I forget about its existence. It was a book about Kovir. Kovir and Povis. Kovir and Povis are without a doubt the richest realms in the north. Few today remember that this was not always the case, yet their poverty was once literally on everyone's lips, in the form of now antiquated common sayings. As recently as in the day of Heribert the Quarrelsome, one spoke of a particularly impoverished person as being poorer than a mouse from Povis, called bone broth Koviri delight, and referred to beggars as Praxidus, after the bay along the shores of which these kingdoms lie. Similarly, few remember that a mere few generations ago, Kovir and Povis were still part of Redania. King Radovid I, known as Radovid the Great, handed dominion over them to his hated brother Troidan, with one stipulation, that he never leave his newly acquired domains and not interfere in the matter of states. Handing over this rocky scrap of far northern ground, where the saying went, the year had two seasons, August and winter, was naturally meant as a cruel joke, a slap in the face of the overambitious Troidan, yet time soon proved that Radovid the Great has made a grave error. Before long it was discovered that Kovir's bare rocks hid priceless treasure in the form of enormous deposits of precious metals and rock salt. This discovery in turn led to tremendous growth in productive industry. Mills, forges and workshops sprouted up like mushrooms after hearty rain. Radovid III decided to correct his famous forebear's mistake and take back the northern frontiers of his kingdom. He was convinced the combined armies of Redania and its then ally Kedven would quickly bring this ever audacious vassal in line. History took a different turn, however, and Kovir won a resounding, crushing victory. Radovid III was forced to sign the first treaty of Lan Exeter, granting Kovir independence, while binding it to eternal neutrality, a promise Troidan's successors have kept with great diligence. Until recently, Kovir was ruled by Esterat Thyssen, a king as wise as he was greedy, yet his untimely demise did not stop his lands from continuing to develop and blossom. Koviri metallurgists proudly compete with the best Mahakam can offer, and many believe that the University of Lan Exeter has long ago surpassed the famous Oxenford Academy as the landing seat of higher learning in the north. And it soon came to pass, over the course of few generations, that inhabitants of Kovir and Povis have turned from paupers into princes, and from beggars into bankers. Now, I think this is actually wrong, although that makes sense, because for once, I guess this might take into account certain things not being public knowledge, because actually, Kovir was famously not neutral in the last war with Nilfgaard. They lent money. Well, actually, not even that. They refused to lend money to Redania, but they provided mercenaries. Like I guess, like I'm not super into like international military law, but I think that would still qualify. Like if you would allow your citizens to volunteer as mercenaries on a given side, that would count as a breach of neutrality, I'm pretty sure. And Kovir did exactly that. They released some of their political prisoners, basically ordering them to go to war as a condition of parole, and some of them became like well-known mercenaries. I also have a treasure map. As per Professor Atimstein's instructions, I will not be conducting further exploration of these sites, where I discovered the pictograms relating to the cat school of the Witchers. These pictograms are identical to the one which the professor found in the caverns underneath Temple Isle. Adalbert Kermith, adjunct in natural history at Oxenford Academy. I read all of that. So, I have decided that I'm going to take care of some of those question marks before I go find the pillar's hat. Before I go sort of to explore greater ventures. Like, I at the very least take care of this, and this little islet over here. Before I turn my gaze back to the main quest.
Dali się kurwa oklepać jak nowigradzkie dziwki.
Dziwisz się? Wiedźmak.
A ten wiedźmak to skąd się wziął?
Skąd ja mam wiedzieć? Przecież sam go zapytałem.
Because, there's a bajillion of those. But I would like... actually, wait, before I even go, I want to meditate and do some alchemy. Red mutagen, ingredient missing, bombs, fire damage, grape shot, wraith decoction. It's alright. Wraith mutagen. Oils. I might make some oils versus cursed ones, necrophages. Sure. Let's actually make all of those. Since, I can. I'll make the Wraith decoction as well. Whenever a single hit drains more than a third of vitality, a Quen shield is activated, which protects against the next attack. I'll make this as well. I have enough stuff, and I do need bombs to destroy monster nests. So, let's get to it. I'll basically do a little bit of side exploration, then get to the main quest, then do a little bit of side content, and so on, to sort of vary it a little. Okay, that's a monster nest of ghouls. I actually wanted to... Okay. I think that's all of them.
To gniazdo guli, trzeba je zniszczyć.
At least in the closest vicinity.
Jedź, płotka.
It's a shrine or something? Oh, this is where the race begins, but I don't want to do it
Dalej,
yet.
płotka, dalej.
I'll get back to it.
Stawaj do walki!
Ronbit of the Small Marsh.
Ej, ty tam! Stawaj! Będziemy się potykać!
Ty byś się mógł o własne ciżmy potknąć, niedorostku.
Stawaj, mówię! Jam jest Ronwit z Małego Łęgu. Świętym ślubem związan
O, jak mi przykro. Współczuję.
i że dla najpiękniejszej panny Jagódki 100 rycerskich pojedynków stoczę. Wyciągaj miecz, co rychlej, bo mi pilno. Jeszcze 99 zostało.
Ale czemu chcesz walczyć właśnie ze mną? Ja twojej pannie Jagódce w niczym nie uchybiłem.
Tak? To przyznaj, że panna Jagódka ze wszystkich panien najpiękniejsza. No przyznaj, mówię.
Ale ja jej nigdy na oczy nie widziałem.
Aha! Więc to tak! Ten despekt tylko krew zmazać może. Stawaj do walki!
To be honest, I really hope I don't kill him, because he's a dumbass. It reminds me of a scene from the book where there was a guy.
Dość! Litości!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Nie starczy ci już?
Tak, tym razem miałeś szczęście. Ale kiedy się znowu zmierzymy,
Well, I won't kill you, you're just dumb. Get out.
Wracaj do panny Jagódki w kabanich podskokach, zanim zmienię zdanie i porachuję ci kości. No już.
no, jeszcze się spotkamy.
It reminds me of a scene from the books, specifically the very last book, when Geralt met like a knight at the crossroad, and he sort of he instinctively knew what the guy's deal is. So before even before any words were exchanged, Geralt was like, I'm sure your lady, whoever she is like the most beautiful that ever existed. And it was described, it was described how the knight was kind of salty because he was looking for a fight. So he was kind of salty when he heard that. That's another ghoul nest.
bydlaku. To gniazdo guli, trzeba je zniszczyć.
Okay, so I'll do this and this little island over here, and then I'll sort of go back to the main quest for a bit.
Jedź, Płotka!
A swarm of bees has attacked you. I don't particularly care about that fact. Wow, that's a lot of enemies, actually. Do I want to fight them? Not particularly. Okay, this is certainly a little intriguing, but I'm not really quite sure what it is yet. What does the bit on the map signify? Just this bit of red rock?
Dalej!
Guarded treasure. Okay, that's a basilisk, which I probably could take down if I really sort of applied myself, but it's probably not worth it. But to be honest, I am doing decent-ish damage. Although, of course, the problem is, it might very well kill me in like 1 or 2 attacks if I'm not careful. It's going decently enough, I would say. Okay, I think I need this, and I might benefit from the... It's actually going, I would say, decently-ish. Okay, that was, in a way, that was actually pretty satisfying. Guarded treasure, you say? Other folk boots and trousers, which might be better. No, they aren't. But the boots are significantly better. And to be honest, I might as well use some of those lesser glyphs. I'll take this. I get a lot of them from drops anyway, so it's not like... Okay, I seem to remember this location from actually literally the release. It's like a fort with a drawbridge, I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll see soon enough. Harpy feeding ground. Good to know. Yeah, this is it. And I think it has another basilisk, but unless it's a lot higher level than this one, I should be able to take it as was demonstrated just a moment ago. So, what are you? A forktail or something? Ah, damn it! Crap! I think this is my first death, actually. Which is hilarious. So, I'm pretty sure you can... Okay, there's a place of power. Can I survive jumping down here to the water? I can. Great.
Miejsce mocy. Mogę z niego zaczerpnąć.
Okay. That's increased when intensity. I'm pretty sure there's like an underwater... like an underwater entrance. It's weird how I remember like a very specific small detail all the way back from release. Oh. Okay, so I did remember this correctly, actually. I just couldn't find it.
Przeszła ci ochota?
Okay, I am again pretty satisfied with this. And Dobromir's journal. Das chewing my head off about going to the lighthouse, about the fire needing tending. Thing is, I don't give a plowing rat's ass, frankly. What am I, some golem fit for naught by climbing up there 4 times a day to drop wood and pour oil? I'd much rather learn how to work a forge in town, or at some gnomish foundry. Grandpa Amsavary was a smith, weren't he? Even forged witcher blades. So who's to say none of his talent trickled down to me? Axeman gauntlets. But I found no Witcher gear here, actually, so that's a bit weird. Upgrading armor. Well, first I need to weapon repair kit. I definitely need to repair my sword. Okay, I think I'm still missing something here. Oh, right here. Griffin Silver Sword. Crafting notes. Now that there's a commission, I haven't seen the likes of... Now that's a commission I haven't seen the likes of in ages. Got a visit from a witcher the baronet summoned about them evil powers took over the lighthouse and were crashing ships against the rocks. He stood there in the doorway of my forge, looking noble as a prince or duke or something, and said his silver sword got damaged during his last job. Blade was chipped bad, almost broken in 2 spots. I asked how he expected me to know how to fix a weapon like that, and he gave me a diagram and said I was to forge him a new one, and promised quite a sum in return. Damn near tricked myself out making this thing. I did my apprenticeship with Master Barnaby of Novigrad, and I've made a Witcher blade or two in my life, but it has been over 3 years since I last touched anything of the sort. In the end, it didn't matter though. Before I could finish, the Witcher figured out what was going on with the lighthouse, and had to make haste to the Baronet's castle for... Okay, and that's it, right? For this corner of the map. It seems so. At least for now. I'll go back to sort out my inventory, as I'm already over encumbered again. What do I want as far as skills are concerned? And +5 sign intensity. Yeah, let's switch this for this, because it has synergy. I think I'll go into combat, and specifically into increased strong style. Because my favorite piece of Witcher armor is the bear armor. So I am going to wear that, and it synergizes with the strong style, because it's heavy armor. I think it looks by far the coolest. Although I know coolness is a very subjective thing.
Dalej, Płotka, dalej!
Niezłą robotę podłapał mój luby, a?
Coś takiego z życia! Ruszaj się! Daj spokój! Jak baron się różni, to się robi zły. Jedziemy!
Czym mogę służyć?
Chcę obejrzeć twoje towary.
That's enough for now.
Bywaj.
Ty na tym pierdolno, wódki jakieś nie masz? Oczy masz jak kot. Tempo, tempo! Jedź, Płotka! Dali się kurwa oklepać jak nowigradzkie dziwki.
Dziwisz się? Wiedźmak z nimi tańcował.
A ten wiedźmak to skąd się wziął?
Skąd ja mam wiedzieć? Chcesz, sam go zapytać.
Jak baron się
Anything?
różnie, to się robi zły, a baron pije bez przerwy.
From the innkeep. You'll buy your drinks at the inn at the crossroads with Novigrad crowns. We take no other coin. We don't do tabs either, nor exchanges, save for eat or drink. If anyone doesn't like that, they can go rat for acorns. Warning. If you see any wonders hanging in the woods, such as trees, I read that already. Darlen and Seed. This is written in Elvish. It might be... Well, actually it's not specifically Elvish. It's... Although, yeah, I think it is actually the Elder speech. It is Elvish. Although the Nilfgaardians speak it as well, a modified version. Because obviously human civilizations in The Witcher, they are built on the ashes of the elven civilization. This might be a recruiting poster for the Scoia'tael. It mentions Scoia'tael and humans, but I can't read that. This is about a funeral, I read that already. Forefathers' Eve approaches. It will be Forefathers' Eve soon. Tormented souls, souls who've known no rest after death, hungry, tired and scared ghosts will soon walk among us. We'll carve out the jacks and send them into the next world with a chant, prayer and kind word. Prepare yourself. Now, the Forefathers' Eve was a pagan, like basically a pagan holiday that took place when now the All Hallows Eve takes place, which is, you know, the end of October, or, you know, the Celtic Samhain. It was a similar kind of celebration, but specifically for Slavs, like, you know, the pre-Christian pagan Slavic religions. They practiced Forefathers' Eve, which was about communing with the spirits to sort of ease their passing into the afterlife. Yeah, like you left offerings for them, and you tried to contact them and sort of like listen to their trouble or whatever, so that they can sort of get rest in the afterlife. And there is actually a quest in this very game that sort of showcases the celebration of Forefathers' Eve. I'll check with the innkeeper. And generally see if there's anything new.
Fach w ręku macie, co wam dzisiaj głodować nie da. Tyle czapkę.
Żeby choć mój stary nie chronił.
Wiedźminie. Krwawego barona wołają krwawy, bo to maniak i bestia. Co dzień czarkę juchy musi wychłeptać. Prawda li to? Fach w ręku macie, co wam dzisiaj głodować nie da. Spierdalaj.
Witajcie. Napiłbym się czegoś. Pokaż, co tam macie.
Okay, you're selling Commander's Horn, which is pretty cool. I am going to buy it.
Dzięki. Bywaj.
Nikt z was nie zdecyduje się na walkę z Kowalem! Na zwycięzcę czeka nagroda!
Okay, so that's fist fighting.
Pamiętacie? Kiedyś ledwie w gąszcz wlazłeś, a tam gwarno było i ludno jak na jarmarku w gór z Velen.
Tak było. Węglarze, dziegciarze, smolarze,
Grzybiarze.
dziewczynki. Co obiad chorej babci.
A teraz kto do lasu idzie? Nikt, chyba że po śmierć.
To niby ten wiedźmak dziwolą?
Witaj.
Dłubiąc w nosie ciekawsze rzeczy widziałem.
I guess given that I'm here, I might try my luck with the fist fighting.
Kiszek od tych korzonków dostanę. Chcesz pogadać? Spróbuj z kimś innym. Mnie tyćka z głodu mdli.
Jak cię baronowi przećwiczą na hajem, to taki dówny nie będzie.
Co jest siły?
Zajęty jestem.
Czego? Może ty, przybyszu, odważysz się zmierzyć na pięści z mistrzem tej wiochy, Kowalem? Wyglądasz mi na tęgiego zabijakę. Nadałbyś się do naszego turnieju. Można się obłowić, no i można skuć ryje w siuro. Zgłaszasz się?
Jestem gotów do walki.
Ludziska! Za chwilę będzie można obstawić mordobicie! Wiedźmin zmierzy się z Kowalem, który skuje mu mordę jak sztabę rozgrzanego żelaza!
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how fist fighting works in this game. Like, whether there's any tricks to it.
Nieźle. Masz szansę na mistrza. Jeżeli chcesz ubiegać się o tytuł mistrza Velen, musisz pokonać Jonasa ze wsi Konary i rybaka z Zalipia. Miejscowi mówią na niego ryborze.
Jak cię baronowi przećwiczą.
Jedziemy!
Okay. Didn't quite work. Okay, it's a bandit camp.
Burza psia krew.
Okay. Guarded treasure. Guarded by what exactly? A water hag? Indeed. Again, I probably don't have much business fighting it right now, but I am here, so I'll do it. Although, to be honest, that goes particularly hard. Oh. I think if you leave the encounter, they regenerate health, which in this case would be particularly disastrous because she has like a bajillion hit points compared to me. Carabello. A steel sword. Okay. I will switch that. %3 chance to stun. Attack power. Armor piercing. Okay. That went all in all pretty decently. Was possibly a bit overlong, but generally acceptable. Who are you? Guardian soldier. Okay.
Ponoć kobiety z północy myją się raz na kwartał, prawda to?
Aha,
Chloiren Artfen.
aha.
Spoils of war. Okay, I should be able to take care of the drowners with the crossbow. So interestingly enough, underwater, the crossbow turns ridiculously OP and just one-shots everyone. Okay, I think that's it. I'll explore this as well. And I guess this. Okay, they just all exploded. So I guess they just do that, but they were all pretty close, so they killed each other.
Gniazdo zgnilców, trzeba je zniszczyć.
What kind of bomb do I need for destroying this? Trader's notes. I'd always thought myself a simple trader, a man who buys here and sells there and makes a bit of coin for himself in the doing, but yesterday I learned that they constitute what is called a strategic risk, and so cannot cross the bridge that the Redanians control. Who knows what I have in my wagon? The sergeant said. Maybe I'm smuggling weapons, maybe I'm carrying spies reports. When I said there's nothing to fear from my bundles of cloth and lace, and that the only letters I am carrying are from my dear wife, the sergeant slapped me across the face with his glove and ordered me to fuck off, or else I would soon be seeing more stars than many an astronomer. As you can see, eloquence and good manners do not seem to be the subjects of importance at the Redanian Officer Academy, though one must admit that the soldier did display a certain amount of linguistic creativity. Well, life goes on, so I've hired a few mercenaries and a guide to help me ford across the river near the bridge. Once across, I'll blow the sergeant a kiss and continue on my way. I'm not sure what kind of bomb do I need, but I am kinda sure I don't have it, so... Let's have luck. I'll have to get back to that. Grape shot. Destroys monsters nest, but I do have it already, right? Salmon? Or maybe I don't. Yeah, so I'll just have to be back to this particular location, I guess. Okay, but that was pretty fruitful as it is, so this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save here and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.